Bactrian camel. The Bactrian camel is a remarkable species native to the harsh environments of Central Asia. This literature review examines its physical characteristics, habitat, reproductive behavior, dietary habits, and adaptations that enable survival in extreme conditions. The Bactrian camel stands between 180 to 230 centimeters at the shoulder and weighs between 300 to 1,000 kilograms. Characterized by two humps that store fat for energy, these camels are easily distinguished from other camel species. Bactrian camels inhabit the steppes, deserts, and semi-deserts across Central Asia, including regions in Mongolia, China, Kazakhstan, and Afghanistan. They are well adapted to extreme temperature fluctuations, enduring both scorching summers and freezing winters. Female Bactrian camels have a gestation period of about 13 months, typically giving birth to a single calf. Calves are capable of standing and walking within hours of birth. Weaning occurs around 1.5 years of age. However, calves may remain with their mothers for several additional years. As herbivores, Bactrian camels are browsers and grazers that consume a diverse array of vegetation including grasses, leaves, shrubs, and thorny plants. They have the ability to eat salty vegetation that is unpalatable to many other animals. In times of food scarcity, they can ingest almost any available plant material. Bactrian camels can endure long periods without water and possess the ability to drink brackish water due to specialized kidney adaptations. They can consume up to 100 to 120 liters in one drinking session. They can tolerate a body temperature fluctuation of 6 degrees Celsius without sweating, which aids in conserving water. Their long eyelashes and thick eyebrows protect their eyes from sand during storms. Additionally, they can close their nostrils to keep out sand and have wide, two-toed feet that prevent sinking into the sand. There are two distinct populations of Bactrian camels. Like domesticated population, widely utilized as pack animals across various regions. Wild population is critically endangered and recognized as one of the rarest large mammals on Earth. Chimpanzee. Chimpanzees are highly intelligent primates that share approximately 98% of their DNA with humans, making them one of our closest living relatives. This review summarizes key aspects of their biology, behavior, habitat, and conservation status. Chimpanzees ranges from 1.2 to 1.7 meters when standing. Males weigh between 40 to 60 kilograms, while females range from 27 to 50 kilograms. Chimpanzees inhabit various environments across West and Central Africa, including tropical rainforests, moist deciduous forests, woodlands, grasslands, and savanna. Chimp's gestation period is approximately 8 months. Offspring is typically one infant per birth. Twins are rare, and developmental dependency is infants rely heavily on their mothers for up to 5 years, remaining with them for 7 to 10 years to acquire essential survival skills. Chimpanzees are primarily frugivorous but also exhibit omnivorous feeding habits. Their diet includes fruits, leaves, seeds, flowers, bark, honey, and insects, occasional hunting of small mammals such as monkeys and antelopes, and notably, they utilize tools for food extraction, employing sticks for termite fishing and stones to crack nuts. Chimpanzees live in large, fluid communities ranging from 20 to 150 individuals, characterized by a fission-fusion social structure. They communicate using a diverse range of vocalizations, facial expressions, and gestures. Strong social bonds are formed within family units, reflecting complex emotional behaviors akin to those observed in humans. All 4 subspecies of chimpanzees are classified as endangered due to habitat loss, poaching for bushmeat, and vulnerability to infectious diseases. Chimpanzees can learn and understand human sign language. They display cooperative hunting strategies and exhibit a wide range of emotions, including laughter when tickled. Each individual constructs a new nest in trees every night for sleeping. They are capable of walking upright for short distances, particularly when carrying items. African bush elephant. The African bush elephant is recognized as the largest land animal on Earth. This literature review summarizes key aspects of its physical characteristics, habitat, social structure, dietary habits, intelligence, and conservation status. Males typically stand between 3.2 to 4 meters tall and weigh between 4,000 to 7,500 kilograms. Females are smaller, standing 2.2 to 2.6 meters tall and weighing 2,800 to 3,500 kilograms. The body length ranges from 6 to 7.5 meters. The trunk is a highly versatile tool with over 40,000 muscles and no bones, utilized for various functions including feeding, drinking, and communication. Elephants possess the largest brains of any land animal, weighing around 5 kilograms, which contributes to their notable intelligence. African bush elephants are highly adaptable and inhabit diverse environments across sub-Saharan Africa. They can be found in savannas, grasslands, forests, wetlands, lockshores, riverbeds, and even semi-desert regions. The gestation period lasts approximately 22 months, the longest of any mammal. Typically, a single calf is born weighing around 90 to 120 kilograms and standing about 1 meter tall. Calves are dependent on their mothers for several years and are weaned between ages 6 to 10. African bush elephants live in matriarchal herds led by the oldest female. These herds consist of related females and their offspring. Adult males often live solitary or in small bachelor groups until mating season. As herbivores and opportunistic feeders, their diet includes grasses, leaves, bark, roots, and fruits. Their feeding habits play a crucial role in shaping their environment. Elephants are known for their intelligence and strong memory. They communicate through a variety of sounds, such as rumbles and trumpets, body language, and seismic vibrations detected through their feet. Despite their ecological importance as ecosystem engineers, African bush elephants are classified as endangered due to major threats include poaching for ivory and habitat loss due to human expansion. Thompson's gazelle. Thompson's gazelle is a prominent species of antelope found predominantly in the open grasslands and savannas of East Africa, particularly in the Serengeti region of Tanzania and Kenya. This literature review summary encapsulates key aspects of the species, including its physical characteristics, habitat preferences, reproductive behavior, dietary habits, and ecological significance. The gazelle was up to 55 to 67 centimeters at the shoulder, weighing 15 to 30 kilograms, and notable for a black stripe along the flanks and short, curved horns present in both sexes, with males exhibiting thicker and longer horns. Thompson's gazelles thrive in environments characterized by open grasslands, savannas, and shrublands. They show a preference for areas with short to medium-height grasslands, which provide suitable grazing opportunities. The gestation period for gazelle is 5 to 6 months. The offspring is typically one fawn per birth, weighing around 2 to 3 kilograms, and the nurturing behavior is fawns are hidden in vegetation for the initial weeks of life, with mothers returning intermittently to nurse. As herbivores, Thompson's gazelles primarily graze on short grasses, herbs, and leaves. They are adapted to survive without frequent water intake, deriving moisture from their plant-based diet. Thompson's gazelles are known for forming large herds, often alongside other grazing animals like wildebeest and zebras. Their remarkable agility and speed, capable of reaching up to 80 kilometers per hour, which aids in evading predators such as cheetahs and lions. The unique behavior known as stotting or pronking, where they leap into the air to signal fitness to potential predators. Thompson's gazelles serve as a keystone species within their ecosystem by contributing to grassland health through their grazing habits and acting as a primary food source for various predators, thus playing a vital role in the food web. Giraffe. The giraffe is recognized as the tallest mammal on Earth, notable for its distinctive physical characteristics and unique behavioral traits. This summary reviews key aspects of giraffe biology, habitat, diet, reproduction, social structure, and conservation status. Males range from 4.3 to 5.8 meters, while females are slightly shorter at 3.8 to 4.7 meters. Males weigh between 800 to 1,300 kilograms, and females range from 700 to 950 kilograms. Giraffes possess long necks and legs, with a specialized cardiovascular system that enables efficient blood circulation to the brain despite their height. Interestingly, they have the same number of neck vertebrae as humans, 7, though each vertebra is significantly larger. Giraffes inhabit the sub-Saharan regions of Africa, primarily found in savannas, grasslands, and open woodlands. Their habitat preferences are critical for their feeding and social behaviors. As herbivores, giraffes primarily consume leaves, flowers, and fruits from various trees, with a particular preference for acacia species. They utilize their long, prehensile tongues, up to 45 centimeters long, to effectively strip foliage from branches. The coloration of their tongues is bluish-black, which may serve as protection against sunburn during feeding. Giraffes have a gestation period of approximately 15 months. At birth, calves are typically around 1.8 meters tall and weigh about 68 kilograms. Weaning occurs between 6 to 12 months after birth. Giraffes are social animals that form loose herds ranging from a few individuals to dozens. Their social dynamics contribute to their survival in the wild. Despite their size, giraffes exhibit gracefulness and can run at speeds of up to 55 kilometers per hour over short distances. Notably, they require minimal sleep, only 5 to 30 minutes within a 24-hour period, often taking brief naps while standing. Currently listed as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, giraffe populations are declining due to threats such as habitat loss and poaching. Conservation efforts are essential for ensuring their survival in the wild. Western lowland gorilla. The western lowland gorilla is a critically endangered subspecies of gorilla, notable for its size, social structure, and habitat preferences. This review summarizes key aspects of their biology, behavior, and conservation status. Males typically reach heights of approximately 1.7 meters and weigh between 135 to 275 kilograms. Females are smaller, standing around 1.3 to 1.5 meters and weighing 60 to 120 kilograms. Western lowland gorillas inhabit tropical and subtropical rainforests, dense forests, and swamplands across Central Africa, including countries like Cameroon, Central African Republic, Congo, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, Angola, and Nigeria. The gestation period is approximately 8.5 months, typically resulting in one infant at a time. Twins are rare. Infants are dependent on their mothers for several years, nursing for about 3 to 4 years. Sexual maturity is reached around 8 to 10 years for females and 10 to 12 years for males. These gorillas are primarily herbivorous, consuming a varied diet that includes fruits, leaves, stems, bark, and pith. Occasionally, they may eat insects. Western lowland gorillas live in social groups known as troops, typically comprising one dominant adult male, several adult females, and their offspring. The silverback plays a crucial role in group protection, food finding, and conflict resolution. They exhibit diurnal behavior patterns, foraging for food during the day and constructing new nests each evening. Observations have documented their ability to use simple tools, such as sticks for testing water depth and retrieving food. Gorillas primarily move by knuckle walking on all fours. Each night, they build distinctive nests from leaves and branches for sleeping, which can be located high in trees or on the ground. Western lowland gorillas in human care are susceptible to human-like heart disease, posing significant health risks for captive populations. Despite being the most numerous and widespread of all gorilla subspecies, Western lowland gorillas are classified as critically endangered due to habitat loss, poaching, and disease. Conservation efforts are vital to ensure their survival in the wild. Grizzly bear. Grizzly bears are notable for their significant role as apex predators and ecosystem engineers in North America. This summary synthesizes key aspects of their biology, behavior, habitat, and conservation status. Grizzly bears can reach heights of up to 1.5 meters at the shoulder and up to 2.5 meters when standing on hind legs. Males typically weigh between 180 to 360 kilograms, while females range from 130 to 200 kilograms. Coastal grizzlies, often referred to as Kodiak bears, can be larger due to their diet of abundant salmon. They are characterized by a prominent shoulder hump, a dished face, long non-retractable claws, and a varied fur color ranging from blonde to dark brown with silver-tipped guard hairs. Historically, grizzlies roamed from Alaska to Mexico and across the Great Plains. Their range is now primarily limited to western Canada, Alaska, and isolated areas in the contiguous United States. Grizzly bears thrive in remote forests, alpine meadows, tundra, and riparian areas that offer dense cover for shelter and open spaces for foraging. Cubs are typically born in the mother's den during hibernation between January and February. Litter sizes usually range from 1 to 3 cubs, with occasional litters of up to 4. Born blind and hairless at about 0.5 kilograms, cubs remain dependent on their mother for 2 to 3 years as they learn essential survival skills. Grizzly bears are omnivorous with a highly seasonal and location-dependent diet. Plant matter includes berries, roots, tubers, grasses, nuts, and fungi, and animal matter comprises insects, fish, small mammals, carrion, and occasionally larger ungulates like deer or elk. Grizzly bears generally solitary except during mating season or when food is abundant. Mothers with cubs exhibit protective behavior. The hibernation for grizzly bears enter a state of torpor in winter within dens often located on north-facing slopes. Despite their fearsome reputation, grizzlies tend to avoid humans. Conflicts typically arise when bears are startled or feel threatened. Grizzly bears play a crucial ecological role by influencing vegetation patterns and animal populations while also aiding in seed dispersal. Their conservation is vital due to habitat loss and human encroachment on their territories. Hippopotamus. The hippopotamus is a large semi-aquatic mammal native to sub-Saharan Africa. This review summarizes key aspects of the species, including its physical characteristics, habitat, behavior, diet, reproductive biology, and ecological significance. Males range from 1,500 to 3,200 kilograms, while females weigh between 650 and 2,300 kilograms. Hippos measure approximately 3.3 to 5.2 meters. At the shoulder, they stand about 1.5 to 1.65 meters. They possess large canines and incisors that can grow up to 50 centimeters throughout their lives. Hippos inhabit rivers, lakes, and mangrove swamps in sub-Saharan Africa, favoring areas with deep water and adjacent grazing lands. Their semi-aquatic nature allows them to maintain a cool body temperature and protect their skin from sun exposure. Hippos are highly social animals that live in groups known as pods, herds, or schools, typically consisting of 10 to 30 individuals. Males exhibit territorial behavior, particularly in aquatic environments, and can display aggression when threatened or during the protection of their young. Despite their bulkiness, hippos are agile swimmers. However, they do not swim like fish but rather walk along the riverbed or push off the bottom. The diet of hippos is primarily herbivorous, consisting mainly of short grasses that they graze on at night. They may also consume some aquatic plants but predominantly feed on land. Baby hippos are referred to as calves and are born underwater after a gestation period of approximately 8 months. Newborn calves typically weigh between 25 and 50 kilograms and are capable of swimming to the surface for air immediately after birth. Hippos play a crucial ecological role by creating channels in wetlands and facilitating nutrient distribution within their habitats. Their activities significantly impact the structure of aquatic ecosystems. Hippos secrete a reddish oily substance known as blood sweat, which serves as a natural sunscreen and antiseptic for their skin. They are recognized as one of Africa's most dangerous animals due to their unpredictable aggression. Mustang. Mustangs, or feral horses, are a significant part of the American landscape, primarily found in the western United States. They are descendants of domesticated horses introduced by Spanish explorers in the 16th century and have adapted to various environments across the region. Mustangs typically 14 to 15 hands at the shoulder and ranges from 800 to 1,200 pounds. Mustangs inhabit diverse landscapes, including grasslands, rangelands, deserts, and mountainous areas. The gestation period of Mustang is approximately 11 months. Young mustangs, known as foals, are precocial, capable of standing and running within hours after birth. Mustangs are herbivorous animals whose diet primarily consists of various grasses, shrubs and leaves, and other available vegetation, especially in arid environments. Mustangs live in social groups called bands, typically led by a dominant stallion and a lead mare. These bands include other mares and their foals. They are known for their intelligence, strong survival instincts, and adaptability to harsh environments. In the United States, mustangs are protected under federal law and managed by the Bureau of Land Management, reflecting their cultural and ecological significance. Mustangs exhibit complex communication through body language, vocalizations, for example, whinnies and snorts, and ear positions. Additionally, they possess excellent senses of hearing, sight, and smell, which aid in predator detection and resource location. Mustangs can reach speeds of up to 30 miles per hour, enabling them to escape potential threats effectively. Red kangaroo. The red kangaroo, recognized as the largest living marsupial and the largest terrestrial mammal native to Australia, exhibits remarkable adaptations that enable survival in arid environments. This summary synthesizes key aspects of the species, including physical characteristics, habitat preferences, reproductive strategies, dietary habits, and social behaviors. Adult males can reach heights of 1.8 to 2 meters and weigh between 55 to 90 kilograms. Females are smaller, standing at about 1.1 meters and weighing 25 to 40 kilograms. The robust tail measures 0.9 to 1 meter in length, serving as a counterbalance during locomotion. Red kangaroos inhabit Central Australia's arid and semi-arid regions, favoring open grasslands, shrublands, and desert plains with access to shade and water sources. They have evolved to survive long periods without drinking water by efficiently extracting moisture from their herbivorous diet. Gestation lasts approximately 33 days, resulting in the birth of a tiny joey. The joey crawls into the mother's pouch immediately after birth, where it remains for around 190 days. Independence is achieved by 12 to 15 months of age. Notably, females can utilize embryonic diapause to delay the development of a fertilized embryo until conditions are favorable. As strict herbivores, red kangaroos primarily consume grasses but also eat forbs and shrub leaves during dry spells. Their ability to extract moisture from their food contributes to their water efficiency. Red kangaroos are social animals that form groups known as mobs or herds, typically consisting of 2 to 10 individuals. Males engage in boxing matches to establish dominance and compete for mating opportunities. Renowned for their powerful hind legs, red kangaroos hop as a primary means of locomotion, reaching speeds up to 70 kilometers per hour, which is energy efficient for covering large distances. Leopard. Leopards are one of the most adaptable and widely distributed wildcats, found across diverse habitats in sub-Saharan Africa and parts of Asia. This review synthesizes key aspects of their biology, behavior, and conservation status. The leopard's size of head-body length ranges from 90 to 190 centimeters. Tail length varies between 60 to 100 centimeters, and shoulder height is approximately 45 to 80 centimeters. Males typically weigh between 37 to 90 kilograms. Females range from 28 to 60 kilograms, notable for their unique coat pattern of black rosettes on a yellowish-tan background, providing effective camouflage. Leopards inhabit a wide range of environments including rainforests, woodlands, savannas, grasslands, arid and semi-arid regions, and mountainous areas up to 5,200 meters. Their adaptability allows them to thrive near human settlements when cover and prey are available. Typically, leopards give birth to 1 to 3 cubs, though litters can consist of up to 6. Cubs are born blind and helpless, weighing around 500 to 600 grams. The mother raises the cubs alone, keeping them hidden for the first few weeks. Cubs remain with their mother for about 18 to 24 months to learn essential survival skills. Leopards are obligate carnivores with a diverse diet that includes medium-sized ungulates, primates, smaller animals, and occasionally larger prey or livestock when necessary. Their hunting techniques involve stealth and strength, enabling them to drag prey into trees for protection against scavengers. Leopards are primarily solitary animals and mark their territories with scent. They are mainly nocturnal and crepuscular, being most active at dawn and dusk. Exceptional climbers, leopards can descend trees headfirst and often rest or sleep in them. They possess a wide range of vocal sounds including growls, snarls, purrs, and a distinctive sawing call. Despite their adaptability, leopards are classified as vulnerable by the IUCN due to habitat loss, poaching for skins and body parts, and human-wildlife conflict. Lion. The lion is a significant species within the family of big cats, renowned for its social structure and physical characteristics. This summary synthesizes key aspects of the lion's biology, behavior, habitat, and ecological role. Male's head body length is 1.7 to 2.5 meters. Tail length is 0.9 to 1.1 meters. Weight is 150 to 250 kilograms, and notable for their distinctive manes, which vary in color from blonde to black. Female's head body length is 1.4 to 1.8 meters. Tail length is 0.7 to 1 meters, and weight is 110 to 180 kilograms. Lions inhabit various ecosystems, including grasslands, savannas, dense scrub, and open woodlands in sub-Saharan Africa. A critically endangered population also exists in the Gir Forest National Park in India. Baby lions are called cubs. Typically born in litters of 1 to 4, birth weight ranges from approximately 1.2 to 2.1 kilograms. Lions are carnivorous apex predators primarily preying on large ungulates such as zebras, wildebeests, buffaloes, and various antelope species. They also hunt smaller animals and scavenge when necessary. Female lions predominantly handle hunting duties, often collaborating to take down prey, while males focus on territorial protection and occasionally assist in hunting larger animals. Lions are unique among big cats for their social organization. They live in groups known as prides, typically composed of several related adult females, their offspring, and a few adult males. Lions utilize various vocalizations for communication, such as roars can be heard up to 8 kilometers away, and other vocalizations include grunts, snarls, meows, and purrs. As apex predators, lions play a crucial role in maintaining ecosystem balance by regulating herbivore populations, thus contributing to the overall health of their habitats. Mandrill. The mandrill is the largest and most colorful species among Old World monkeys, primarily inhabiting the tropical rainforests and forest savanna mosaics of equatorial Africa. This literature review summarizes key aspects of the mandrill's biology, habitat, social structure, diet, and conservation status. Males measuring up to 75 to 95 centimeters body length, weighing 19 to 37 kilograms. Females measuring up to 55 to 66 centimeters body length, weighing 10 to 14 kilograms. Both sexes have a short tail measuring 5 to 10 centimeters. Males exhibit striking facial features with red stripes on the nose and blue ridges on the cheeks, complemented by a vivid red and blue posterior. Females and juveniles present duller color patterns. Mandrills are predominantly found in dense forest environments across Gabon, Cameroon, Congo, and Equatorial Guinea. They favor tropical rainforests and gallery forests along rivers, which provide essential resources for their survival. The gestation period is approximately 6 to 7 months. The litter size is typically 1 infant per birth. Infants are generally weaned around 6 months of age by weaning. Females reach maturity at 3 to 4 years. Males mature later at 4 to 8 years, achieving full social maturity around 9 to 12 years. Mandrills are omnivorous with a diverse diet that includes fruits, seeds, leaves, roots, bark, insects, fungi, and small vertebrates, and occasionally larger prey. Their large cheek pouches enable them to store food while foraging. Mandrills are highly social animals living in large groups known as hordes or troops, which can exceed 600 individuals. Within these groups, smaller multi-female family units exist under the leadership of a dominant male. Their complex social interactions involve vocalizations, facial expressions, and body postures. The mandrill is classified as vulnerable due to habitat loss from logging and agricultural expansion and extensive hunting for bushmeat. Despite their formidable appearance, mandrills are generally shy and reclusive. They are well adapted for both terrestrial and arboreal life. Strong climbing abilities allow them to escape predators and find sleeping sites in trees, and the intensity of male coloration serves as a critical indicator of health and dominance within the social hierarchy. Bornean orangutan. The Bornean orangutan is a critically endangered species native to the island of Borneo, encompassing regions of both Indonesia and Malaysia. This literature review summarizes key aspects of the species, including its physical characteristics, habitat preferences, reproductive behavior, dietary habits, and conservation challenges. Males reach heights of up to 1.4 meters and weigh between 50 to 90 kilograms, with some individuals exceeding 100 kilograms. Females are smaller, measuring up to 1.15 meters and weighing 30 to 50 kilograms. Adult males develop large cheek pads and a throat pouch, which facilitate vocalizations used for mating calls and territorial displays. The species thrives in tropical and subtropical moist broadleaf forests, particularly lowland rainforests and swamp forests. While they prefer undisturbed primary forests, they can adapt to disturbed areas and peat swamp forests. The gestation period lasts approximately 8.5 months, typically resulting in a single infant. Twins are extremely rare. Infants are born helpless and depend on their mothers for care for an extended period, 6 to 7 years for nursing, and up to 8 to 9 years for learning survival skills, marking one of the longest juvenile dependency periods among animals. The Bornean orangutan is primarily frugivorous, with fruit constituting about 60% of its diet. Their diet also includes leaves, bark, flowers, nectar, insects, bird eggs, and occasionally small vertebrates. Seasonal variations in fruit availability significantly influence their dietary choices. As predominantly solitary animals, Bornean orangutans exhibit strong maternal bonds. They utilize brachiation to navigate their arboreal habitat and construct new nests from leaves and branches each night for sleeping. The Bornean orangutan is classified as critically endangered due to significant threats such as habitat loss from deforestation linked to palm oil plantations, logging activities, mining operations, and illegal wildlife trade. Remarkably, Bornean orangutans share approximately 97% of their DNA with humans, underscoring their evolutionary significance. Ostrich. The ostrich is recognized as the world's largest and heaviest bird. Native to Africa, this flightless bird exhibits a range of unique adaptations that enable it to thrive in various habitats, including savannas, semi-arid plains, and deserts. Ostriches stand between 1.7 to 2.8 meters tall and weigh between 63 to 145 kilograms, with males generally being larger than females. They possess long legs and a long neck, which contribute to their impressive height and running capabilities. Ostriches have the largest eyes of any land animal, measuring nearly 5 centimeters in diameter. Preferring open, flat areas with sparse vegetation, ostriches inhabit regions across the Sahel and southern Africa. Their habitat choice allows for optimal predator detection. Ostriches typically form nomadic groups comprising a dominant male, a dominant female, and several subordinate females along with their chicks. Female ostriches lay the largest eggs of any bird, averaging 15 centimeters, 6 inches, in length and weighing up to 1.4 kilograms. A nest may contain between 15 to 60 eggs laid by multiple females. Eggs hatch after approximately 35 to 45 days, with the dominant female primarily incubating during the day and the male taking over at night. Chicks are precocial. They are mobile shortly after hatching and can grow rapidly, gaining about 1 kilogram per day during their first year. While primarily herbivorous, ostriches are opportunistic omnivores. Their diet includes plants, insects, small vertebrates, and grit or pebbles essential for digestion. Despite being flightless, ostriches can run at speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour in short bursts. Their powerful legs can deliver strong kicks capable of incapacitating threats. Ostriches can survive extended periods without direct water intake by deriving hydration from their plant-based diet. Contrary to popular belief, ostriches do not bury their heads in the sand. They may lie low to the ground or dig shallow nests when sensing danger. Ostriches can live up to 50 years in captivity and around 30 to 40 years in the wild. Giant panda. The giant panda is a bear-like mammal native to the temperate mountainous regions of central China. Recognized for its distinctive black and white fur, the giant panda serves as an emblem of wildlife conservation efforts, primarily due to its endangered status and the threats it faces from habitat loss. The size of the panda ranges from 1.2 to 1.9 meters in length, typically weighs between 70 to 160 kilograms, and features a pseudo-thumb, an enlarged wrist bone that aids in gripping bamboo stalks. Pandas are found in the mountainous regions of Sichuan, Shaanxi, and Gansu provinces in China and inhabits dense bamboo forests at altitudes between 1,200 to 3,900 meters. Giant pandas usually give birth to 1 or 2 cubs, though typically only one survives in the wild. Newborns weigh around 90 to 130 grams, are blind, helpless, and dependent on their mothers for up to 18 months to 2 years. The diet consists almost entirely of bamboo, including its stems, leaves, and shoots. Occasionally, they consume other plants, small rodents, or insects. Due to their specialized diet, giant pandas must consume large quantities of bamboo daily and spend most of their time foraging and eating. Unlike many other bear species, giant pandas are solitary animals. They do not hibernate. Instead, they migrate to lower elevations during winter months. Their black and white fur is thought to provide effective camouflage within their natural habitat. As of 2005, giant pandas were classified as an endangered species. The primary threats they face include habitat loss and fragmentation due to human activities. Conservation efforts continue to be crucial for the survival of this iconic species. Panther. The panther, specifically referring to the melanistic variant of the leopard, is a highly adaptable big cat found across diverse habitats in sub-Saharan Africa, parts of Central Asia, India, and China. Their ability to thrive in various environments, including rainforests, savannas, and even near human settlements, underscores their ecological versatility. The length of the panther is measuring up to 90 to 190 centimeters, the tail for 60 to 110 centimeters, the shoulder height up to 45 to 80 centimeters, and males weighing up to 30 to 90 kilograms, 66 to 198 pounds, and females weighing up to 23 to 60 kilograms, 51 to 132 pounds. The term panther often refers to melanistic leopards characterized by a dark coat due to a genetic mutation. Despite their appearance, the distinctive rosette patterns are still visible under certain lighting conditions. The litter size is usually 2 to 3 cubs. The gestation period is approximately 90 to 105 days, and the cubs remain with their mother for 18 to 24 months before becoming independent. Panthers are carnivorous and opportunistic hunters, primarily preying on medium-sized ungulates such as antelopes and deer. They also consume smaller animals and carrion when available. Noted for their agility and strength, panthers can leap up to 6 meters horizontally and drag carcasses twice their weight into trees to avoid scavengers. Panthers are solitary and nocturnal predators. They communicate through distinctive vocalizations such as sawing sounds, growls, purrs, and snarls. Despite their adaptability, panther populations are currently declining and are listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List. Major threats include habitat loss, depletion of prey species, human-wildlife conflict, and poaching. Polar bear. Polar bears are the largest land carnivores, uniquely adapted to thrive in the extreme cold of the Arctic regions. This summary synthesizes key aspects of their biology, habitat, reproduction, diet, and conservation status. Males are measuring up to 2.4 to 2.6 meters long, Weight ranges from 350 to 600 kilograms, with some exceeding 800 kilograms. Females are smaller, typically measuring 1.8 to 2.4 meters and weighing between 150 to 250 kilograms. Pregnant females may weigh up to 500 kilograms. Shoulder height ranges from 1.2 to 1.6 meters, and a thick layer of blubber and dense fur provide excellent insulation against cold temperatures. Polar bears inhabit the Arctic regions surrounding the North Pole, primarily relying on sea ice as a platform for hunting seals. Their range includes coastal areas and open sea ice in Canada, Russia, Greenland, Norway, and the United States. Typically between 1 and 3 cubs are born in snow dens from November to January. Cubs are born blind and hairless, weighing around 600 grams. Cubs remain with their mother in the den for approximately 3 to 4 months without the mother eating. Cubs emerge in March or April when they are strong enough to travel, and cubs stay with their mother for about 2 to 2.5 years, learning essential survival skills. Polar bears are carnivorous predators primarily hunting seals, especially ringed and bearded seals, on sea ice. Their diet may also include young walruses, beluga whales, narwhals, scavenged carcasses, birds, bird eggs, and occasionally vegetation, and they rely on the high-fat content of seals for energy. Polar bears have large paws with rough pads and non-retractable claws for traction on ice. They can swim for hours and have been recorded swimming distances over 100 kilometers. Their acute sense of smell allows them to detect seals beneath snow and ice from up to 30 kilometers away. As of 2005, polar bears were classified as conservation-dependent or near-threatened due to concerns over climate change and receding sea ice affecting their populations. Despite their white appearance, polar bear skin is black, aiding in heat absorption. Their translucent fur reflects visible light. They obtain all necessary water from their food intake rather than drinking directly. White rhinoceros. The white rhinoceros is the largest species of rhinoceros and ranks as the third largest land mammal, following elephants. This literature review summarizes key aspects of the species, including its physical characteristics, habitat, reproductive behavior, dietary preferences, social structure, and conservation status. The height of a rhino is up to 1.8 meters at the shoulder, the length is up to 4 meters, and the weight of the males range from 1,800 to 3,600 kilograms. Females weigh between 1,400 to 1,700 kilograms. The rhino has distinctive features which characterized by 2 horns made of keratin, a broad muzzle adapted for grazing, and a notable shoulder hump. Despite their name, white rhinos are typically gray. The term white is derived from the Afrikaans word white, meaning wide, referring to their broad lips. Primarily inhabits grasslands and savannas across southern and eastern Africa. Notable countries include South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Kenya, and Uganda. The gestation is approximately 16 months. By offspring, typically a single calf is born weighing between 40 to 65 kilograms, 88 to 143 pounds. Calves can stand within an hour after birth and begin suckling shortly thereafter. They remain with their mothers for 2 to 3 years or longer before achieving independence. As herbivores and grazers, white rhinos primarily consume short grasses using their wide, flat lips. They favor fresh grass over taller vegetation. More social than their counterpart species, like the black rhinos, white rhinos are often found in groups known as crashes. They utilize various vocalizations such as snorts, grunts, and bellows for communication. Territory is marked through dung piles. The southern white rhinoceros has seen a recovery due to conservation efforts but remains threatened by poaching. In contrast, the northern white rhinoceros is critically endangered with only 2 females remaining. Female white rhinos exhibit strong maternal instincts and will charge to defend their calves when threatened. Tiger. The tiger is the largest living cat species, recognized for its remarkable strength, agility, and distinctive striped coat. This literature review summarizes key aspects of tiger biology, habitat, behavior, diet, and conservation status. Tigers range from 2.4 to 3.3 meters in length, including the tail. Males typically weigh between 100 to 300 kilograms, while females weigh between 75 to 160 kilograms. Siberian tigers are noted as the largest subspecies. Each tiger possesses a unique stripe pattern, akin to human fingerprints. They also have white spots on the back of their ears, known as false eyes, which may help in predator deterrence. Tigers inhabit diverse environments across Asia, including tropical rainforests, evergreen forests, deciduous forests, grasslands, savannas, and swamps. Their historical range extended from Siberia through Southeast Asia and parts of India. Essential habitat requirements include dense vegetation for cover, access to water sources, and a sufficient prey base. Essential habitat requirements include dense vegetation for cover, access to water sources, and a sufficient prey base. Female tigers typically give birth to litters of 2 to 4 cubs, although litters can range from 1 to 7. Cubs are born blind and weigh around 1 kilogram. They depend entirely on their mother for survival during the early months. Cubs open their eyes within 1 to 2 weeks and start consuming solid food at around 2 months old. They remain with their mother for approximately 2 to 3 years to learn vital survival skills before establishing their own territories. Tigers are apex predators with a carnivorous diet primarily consisting of large ungulates such as deer, wild boar, water buffalo, gaur, and antelope. They also opportunistically hunt smaller animals like monkeys, birds, fish, rodents, and occasionally other predators like leopards or bears. Notably, tigers are one of the few cat species that enjoy water and are proficient swimmers. They often hunt in aquatic environments. Tigers are solitary and territorial animals. They mark their territories using scent markings, scratches on trees, and vocalizations such as roars that can be heard up to 3 kilometers away. Their ability to leap distances of up to 6 meters enhances their hunting prowess. Despite their formidable size and strength, tigers are currently classified as an endangered species. The primary threats they face include habitat loss due to deforestation and human encroachment, poaching for their body parts used in traditional medicine, and human-wildlife conflict resulting from overlapping territories with human populations. Conservation efforts are critical for the survival of this iconic species. Strategies involve habitat protection, anti-poaching initiatives, and community engagement to mitigate human-tiger conflict. Zebra. The zebra is the most common and widespread species of zebra, distinguished by its unique black and white striped coat. This literature review summary explores the key aspects of the zebra's physical characteristics, habitat, reproductive behavior, diet, social structure, and adaptations for survival. The zebra ranges from 1.2 to 1.5 meters at the shoulder, between 300 to 450 kilograms, measures 2 to 2.6 meters, with an additional tail length of approximately 0.5 meters, and each zebra's stripe pattern is unique, akin to human fingerprints. Zebras are found predominantly in eastern and southern Africa, inhabiting various savanna environments including treeless grasslands, woodlands, and mountainous regions. Requires access to water sources for survival, and primarily grazers that feed on medium to short grasses, with occasional consumption of leaves, buds, bark, and shoots during periods of scarcity. A young zebra is referred to as a foal. Gestation lasts approximately 12 to 13 months, with foals typically born at night. Foals are precocial and can stand and run shortly after birth. They possess a full set of stripes that may initially appear brownish. Nursing duration ranges from 6 to 11 months. Foals begin grazing within weeks, but remain close to their mothers for protection. Zebras are social animals that form herds ranging from small family units to large groups during migrations. Often seen grazing alongside other herbivores like wildebeest and gazelles, enhancing predator detection through mixed species vigilance. Utilize vocalizations like barks and snorts and whinnies, and body language, such as ear position and tail flicking, for interaction. Engage in mutual grooming behaviors that strengthen social bonds and assist in parasite removal. The striped coat aids in disruptive coloration against predators in tall grass environments. Zebras rely on their speed and herd structure for defense against natural predators such as lions, hyenas, and wild dogs, capable of sleeping while standing. Deep sleep occurs when lying down, typically for short intervals with herd members nearby for safety.